Hey guys, this is me Rabi here.
This is me Azu here.
We guys are back with another reaction video. तो guys अगर आप लोग हमारे चैनल पर न्यू हो तो जल्दी से हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लो और आजुराबी गैंग को ज्वाइन कर लो. हमारा एक व्लॉगिंग चैनल भी है बाद नेम आजुराबी व्लॉग, नीचे आ रहा होगा, डिस्क्रिप्शन में भी लिंक होगा, जाकर उस चैनल को भी सब्सक्राइब कर लो एंड शो सम लव ओवर देयर एज वेल. चलते हैं आज की रिएक्शन वीडियो की तरफ. तो आज की जो रिएक्शन वीडियो है वो है कॉफी विद करण सीजन 8 का एपिसोड नंबर 1. आजू करण जौहर की जो फर्स्ट एपिसोड है
इसके बारे में सुनने में आ रहा है, ट्विटर पे
बहुत कुछ आ रहा है क्योंकि एग्जैक्टली तो दीपिका और रणवीर थे गेस्ट एज अ कपल इस शो पर. पहले एपिसोड को ब्रेक करने के लिए उन दोनों को ऐसे गेस्ट बुलाया गया और वो बहुत ही कंट्रोवर्शियल हो गया. और आपको पता ही कि कॉफी विद करण के अंदर कोई भी गेस्ट आते हैं तो वो बहुत ही कंट्रोवर्शियल हो जाता है. जो भी वो बातें बोलते हैं ना तो वो फिर हर जगह पर कैप्चर होती हैं बातें और उसकी फिर आगे से बातें बनती हैं. इसी तरह से जो अभी रिसेंटली ये दोनों आए उसके बाद एक बवाल बचा हुआ है सोशल मीडिया के ऊपर, यूट्यूब पर, हर जगह पर हर कोई बात कर रहा है. तो हम दोनों भी देखना चाहते हैं कि ऐसी क्या बातें की हैं दोनों ने कि इतनी कंट्रोवर्सी क्रिएट कर दी गई है. तो आप लोग भी मिलकर देखें, हम दोनों भी देखते हैं और एंजॉय करते हैं. सो लेट्स प्ले इट.
So we have Deepika and Ranveer. I know it began right after another serious relationship of yours. I think Deepika was still single in that phase and you were in a long-term relationship and then you met Deepika and I know it was on, from what I remember, on the prep of Ram Leela.
Yeah.
You didn't walk into that film thinking that this is going to be the rest of my life, did you?
No, not at all.
Don't lie. What happened?
No, baby, it happened later. But it started, Ram Leela was supposed to happen with myself and Kareena Kapoor in the lead.
Yes.
The set was ready 1 week before roll. For some reason, Kareena had to exit the film. Now we're sitting and wondering who to cast. And Cocktail had just happened.
Yes.
So there was a discussion with Mr. Bhansali and all the ADs and myself in the office. Who should we take? Who should we take? And I was batting for Team Deepika because I had just seen Cocktail.
Yeah.
And she got cast. And famous or infamous reading that happened at Mr. Bhansali's home in Warsaw. I was supposed to meet him before her arrival, so I was sitting on the table and the door was like there and he has these heavy doors and he lives by the seaside.
Yes.
So these heavy doors open and the gush of wind comes from the sea and she's in like white chicken curry, just like sadgi ki murat. And
all it needed was you with a camera.
yeah.
That's all it needed.
And with a blower fan.
Didn't need the sea wind was
The sea wind was there. Okay.
So her hair is blowing like this. That is how she entered. I was like, oh my God. So she comes and we're having this conversation about the film and the characters and this entire process that's going to ensue and whatnot. And finally we took a break for lunch and the writers, Mr. Bhansali, myself and Deepika were sitting on the lunch table. This is the moment, Karan. So she's sitting right next to me, just like this. And Mr. Bhansali obviously wants to treat us, make a lunch out of this. So there's all these delicacies and there's crab as well.
Yeah.
So we're all eating crab and like this she was smiling and I noticed a piece of crab was stuck over here.
Oof.
So yeah, so I'm being a bit of a smart ass. I'm like, let me catch her, put her on the spot. She'll feel a little embarrassed, vulnerable. I'll be like, you got something in your teeth. She'll be like, hey, you know? So I'm like, you got a little something. She's like, acha, clean it. I was like, okay. And then I took my little pinky finger and cleaned a little bit of crab out from here. This to me was like putting my hand in a socket. You know, 440 volt का झटका जो लगा उस दिन. It was like, I'm feeling the
DP, you go girl. You go girl. She was not like, oof, kya hai ye? No, no.
I'm feeling the tremors of that jolt till date.
Great.
Yeah.
So that's how it all kind of began.
So there, you know, there's that moment of spark happened right there and then.
So sad. I always have something stuck.
Yeah,
Nobody has offered ever. It's never happened to me. I'm like. But then post this meeting, the relationship, how long was the gap between the first time you met and you started kind of dating officially?
The next day.
No gap.
The next day?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I wouldn't say dating, but
See, that
honestly,
meeting, that reading happened, and then I would go to her set every day to meet her.
The kind of like whatever.
I was single. he had just come out of a relationship. I wanted to be single for a while because I had come out of a couple of difficult relationships, and I was going through this phase where I said I just want to not be attached and not be committed, and I just want to have fun because this is the age too, and you know, and he comes along, and so I didn't commit. In fact, until he proposed to me, there was no real commitment as such. Even if we were technically allowed to maybe see other people, we would just keep coming back to each other. So I did meet other people, but I wasn't interested or excited by anyone else that I was seeing. And in my mind, I was committed to him. So I would meet other people, but at the back of my head, it was like, I'm going back to him.
Was there a point where you discussed that y'all are now in a relationship?
No.
We would go out on dates, and once it's not really said, but once you take a holiday together or you spend New Year's together, then it gets established that, okay, we're together. I know there were 2 or 3 suitors within the first 6 months. But
2 or 3 suitors. I love the way you made this into Bridgerton.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of guys were courting her.
Okay.
But I think it was
like who?
Like who?
अभी तो तुमने बोला I was seeing other people, but I would go back to him. तुमको अब याद नहीं आ रहा?
Yeah, no, I can't remember. I can't remember the people.
I remember very clearly.
We will check
I
later.
remember very clearly.
He's saying, I remember very clearly. What about you, the suities? Were there any suities?
I knew, like I've always had faith in myself, I knew that I was going to be the one. I just knew.
You just knew.
I said,
You knew you were going to be the one.
yes, my love, because I knew.
And you definitely knew she was the one.
6 months in, I knew she was the one.
How many years did you date before you got married?
We started dating in 2012.
2012, so this is our 11th year together.
Yeah.
2012, I proposed to you in 2015, and then we were secretly engaged for 3 years. Then we
You
got
were
married.
secretly engaged?
Yeah, 2015 I proposed to her before anyone knew anything.
So, it was a 6-year dating relationship.
They've left. Now it's just her and me on the island, and I popped the question, gave her the ring. She did not expect it. She got emotional, and that was it. She said yes, and I felt like the king of the world.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, then we were engaged.
And
You have to tell the nuclear family first,
Yes,
right?
yes.
My nuclear family knows.
Yeah.
Ideally, it should just be Prakash, Ujjwala, Anisha, me, and Deepika, and that's where I should tell them.
Yes.
Except that she's chosen this evening.
Because I was very nervous.
Yeah. And she's khuspasawing in my ear. She's like, I'm just gonna say it now. I'm just gonna tell them. I'm like, don't do it. Don't even think about it. This is the scene. She's sitting here. Everybody else is here. I'm sitting at the head of the table with my hands, mouth, everything engrossed. And suddenly, out of nowhere, out of absolutely nowhere, she's like, and you know, he proposed marriage to me, and I said yes. I was like, I didn't know. In that moment, it's like, you know that sink, you know when the blood rushes from the top of your head down like a roller coaster. It's like, what the hell?
6 years back, if you told me, son, one day you will marry Deepika Padukone, I'd be like, you gone crazy. एक वो दिन था और एक आज है. तालियां. कुछ तो सही किया लड़के ने लाइफ में.
He's very fond of her. He's exactly the opposite of our family. We are all very quiet, but I think it's a good change, you know, because I think we are a very boring family, all 4 of us. But I think he'll bring some life.
In the growing up years, my son, like all sons, come to the father and say, you know, Dad, when I grow up, I'm going to be a pilot. You know what this guy said? Dad, आपको मालूम है, एक दिन मैं दीपिका पादुकोण से शादी करूँगा.
He told you that your son is going to marry her one day, you wouldn't have believed.
Like, if you would have told him, he wouldn't have believed it. And if you would have told her, she wouldn't have wanted it.
How times change, no?
Yeah, destiny. It's all scripted. He's the most amazing script writer writing the scripts.
DP, Ranveer wants to see you for a minute. He's waiting at the door.
He's not allowed to see you.
You're not allowed.
I love you, baby.
He loves you.
You were attracted to to him at this point? What about him were you attracted to?
I was attracted to the person that most of the world had not seen. There's a quiet side to him, there's a very intelligent side to him, there's a very sensitive side to him. I love the fact that he cries. And I love the fact that he was all heart. Ceremonies were done. Something changed.
जो भी करना है लाइफ में जीवन भर के लिए आपका साथ कुछ चाहिए.
हरिओम 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 हरिओम.
Suddenly there's a sense of belonging, there's a sense of responsibility that just makes it really solid. You feel complete. You feel complete. You feel, yeah, complete. That's the right word.
Which actor do you consider as body goals?
Meet my wife.
Well, okay.
Yeah. Like, what are these proportions, bro? Like,
There, he's won the hamper now.
No. In a love triangle featuring you and Deepika, which male actor would you not mind being cast to be the third character?
Ranveer, you wanted to make Sangam, no, with the three of us. Then what happened? Deenge मारते हो तुम करण जोहर बनाते कुछ नहीं हो. Violent action बनाऊंगा, massy action बनाऊंगा तुम्हारे.
Which actor does Deepika look best with on screen? No, not you.
What do you mean?
No, someone else.
Shah Rukh Khan.
Okay. All right. Deepika Padukone. 3 words.
Deepika Padukone. Let's see. Exact AI replica. पहले तो AI हो या BI हो, रेप्लिका इसका बन नहीं सकता लाइफ में बॉस.
अच्छा ठीक है.
इतना बता दूं मैं.
हाँ.
कितना भी ट्राई कर ले AI. But for the sake of the hamper,
Yeah.
Sunshine, Tweety Bird, and Pebbles Flintstone.
Okay. All right. The most Ranveer. Who do you think you have the best on-screen chemistry with?
The truth is, I think I have good chemistry with a lot of people. It goes without saying that Ranveer and I have amazing chemistry, which is why we're even on this couch. But Shah Rukh, Ranveer, I had amazing chemistry with Irfan.
Yeah.
I think I have amazing chemistry with Hrithik, which everyone's going to see.
Yes, can't wait.
Can't wait. Can't wait, guys. Can't wait for Fighter.
Yeah. The one thing you and Ranveer agree to disagree on.
His fashion choices sometimes.
The easiest way to win over a sulking Ranveer is?
Give him pyari.
Give him what?
Love.
Give him love. Okay.
Why? What will you do? How will you do? Show. Oh.
He just needs this. He needs this.
And this.
And that.
And this.
Yeah, later.
And?
Later.
Yes.
But you get the drift.
Yes.
So guys, these were very good moments. एक तो एक savage moment आ गया था जिसमें वो date वाला question आया था, लेकिन overall it was very good and बहुत मजे की वीडियो थी। इसके अंदर सबसे मुझे अच्छी वीडियो जो लगी वो तो शादी की थी उनकी।
और पता है कि जो शादी की इनकी वीडियो थी ना, ये आज तक अभी तक टिल डेट जब ये ऑन एयर हुआ शो, इससे पहले कभी भी आउट नहीं हुई है, क्योंकि ये बहुत ही प्राइवेट वीडियो थी। उन्होंने बहुत प्राइवेट फंक्शन किया था, कोई भी सेलिब्रिटीज कोई भी अलाउड नहीं था उस शादी में।
इन्होंने 2 तरह से शादी की है। एक तो उन्होंने, क्योंकि वो हिंदू है वाले, वो एक सिख है ना, तो उन्होंने सिख के रिचुअल्स भी किए हैं और फिर उसके बाद उन्होंने हिंदू वाले भी किए हैं, तो दोनों किए हैं। ये बड़ी मजे की चीज थी देखने वाली, क्योंकि 2 तरह देखा नहीं, एक तो वो बना रहे हैं माला बना रहे हैं और वो कर रहे हैं,
दोनों तरह से उन्होंने अपना
वो डिफरेंट कपड़े थे और उसमें डिफरेंट थे।
बिल्कुल, एंड बहुत प्यारे मोमेंट से शादी के। ओवरऑल जो ये क्लिप है उसमें जो वायरल चीज हो रही है ना, वो उनका
जो डेटिंग वाला आ रहा है ना,
डेटिंग वाला था,
वो उस टाइम पे वो और भी लोगों को डेट कर रही थी।
एक्चुअली लोगों ने उसको मिसकोट भी किया है, जो हमने डिटेल में देखा है उसमें वो बता रहे हैं कि रणवीर सिंह वाज आल्सो सीइंग अदर गर्ल्स एज वेल व्हेन दे कोटेड ना सूटर्स एंड सूटीज, यू नो।
लेकिन वो ज्यादा तो दीपिका ने कहा है ना, उसने तो कहा ही नहीं है, वो तो नहीं कह रहा।
लेकिन नहीं शी सेड ना कि उस वक्त भी बोथ वर सीइंग अदर पीपल, शी वाज आल्सो सीइंग अदर पीपल, आई वाज आल्सो सीइंग अदर पीपल, दैट वी कम बैक टू ईच अदर, ये वाला सीन था। लेकिन वो कोड इस तरह किया गया कि दीपिका बहुत ही टॉक्सिक सी गर्लफ्रेंड साबित हुई है और लोगों ने उसको इतना ट्रोल किया।
दे लुक अ वेरी गुड कपल।
हाँ, टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट आई थिंक सो कि दे बोथ लुक वेरी गुड टुगेदर, बहुत ही प्यारे और ग्लैम लगते हैं एक साथ और कॉम्प्लीमेंट करते हैं दूसरे को। मैंने एक और चीज बहुत नोट की है कि रणवीर इज एक्चुअली वेरी एक्सप्रेसिव व्हेन इट कम्स टू शोइंग लव एंड टेलिंग दैट आई लाइक यू या आई लव यू। उस बहुत एक्सप्रेसिव है। लाइक कुछ लोग होते हैं वो इतने एक्सप्रेसिव नहीं होते, वो लाइक प्राइवेटली एक्सप्रेसिव होते हैं, लेकिन रणवीर पब्लिकली बहुत एक्सप्रेसिव है, जो कि नजर आ रहा है।
वो तो शुरू से है, वो उसकी पर्सनालिटी ऐसी ना, वाइब्रेंट पर्सनालिटी है,
वाइब्रेंट एनर्जेटिक है, एंड वो कोई शाय नहीं करता कि मैं एक्सप्रेस ना करूं व्हाट आई फील फॉर यू, ही इज वेरी ओपन अबाउट इट। तो ये चीज मुझे बहुत अच्छी लगती है, ऐसा होना चाहिए। और मुझे तो ये दोनों पर्सनली बहुत ज्यादा पसंद है, लेकिन इन लोगों का कपल बहुत प्यारा है। आई जस्ट विश देम बेस्ट, ठीक है। और जो ये बातें की हैं, ये ऑब्वियसली दे वर नॉट मैरिड एट दैट टाइम, तो उस वक्त वट एवर वाज गोइंग ऑन इन देयर लाइफ, दैट समथिंग लाइक हर कोई गो थ्रू ना, तो इसमें तो कोई कमिटमेंट वाला सीन नहीं था सच उस वक्त, वट एवर दे वर डूइंग। सो फेयर इनफ नहीं कह सकते, लेकिन यू कैन से कि उनकी आपस में इस तरह का बॉन्ड था, कमिटमेंट थी, तो दे वर लाइक ही नोज के शी इज सीइंग अदर गाइज, सो ही वाज फाइन विद इट। तो ये था जी बहुत ही कंट्रोवर्शियल सा इंटरव्यू ऑफ करण जौहर इन कॉफी विद करण। Anyways,
दीपिका पादुकोण
एंड रणवीर सिंह। उसने कैसे बोला, आई नो इट वेरी क्लियरली
कि कौन क्या इनको फॉलो कर रहा था उस टाइम पे।
उसने कहा कि आई नो इट वेरी क्लियरली, तुम्हें याद नहीं, मुझे याद है। ओवरऑल बहुत अच्छा लगा देखकर कॉफी विद करण की। गाइस, आई एम पर्सनली वेरी बिग ह्यूज फैन, मैं इसके सारे जो सीजन है ना वो फॉलो करती हूँ। सो दिस वन वाज द फर्स्ट एपिसोड और बहुत मजा आया देखकर। आई होप सो कि आप लोगों ने भी देखा होगा और आप लोगों ने भी एंजॉय किया होगा, और अगर किया है हमारा रिएक्शन एंजॉय, तो आप लोगों ने वीडियो को लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब मस्त करना है और बेल नोटिफिकेशन भी ऑन कर दिया करें, ताकि आप लोगों को पता चल जाए जब हम लोग वीडियो अपलोड करते हैं। मुलाकात करेंगे एक और रिएक्शन वीडियो के साथ, तब तक के लिए अल्लाह हाफ़िज़।